The newest Pokemon TCG set, Fusion Strike, has been officially delayed. Let's go ahead and talk about it. What's going on, Funhouse crew? Welcome back to the channel, TCG Funhouse, where we open up Pokemon cards, we talk about Pokemon cards, and that's right, we do a weekly episodic podcast with ASX TCG about all things Pokemon and Pokemon cards. I'm Travis. Ship.
And I'm ASX TCG. What is up, everybody?
ASX is back, guys. As you know, we talked about it a little bit last week. Matt is still out from Next Phase Podcast. Don't know how that's going to end up, where we're going with that, but we're chugging forward here with ASX TCG on this week's episode of the podcast, and that's just how it's going to be for the near future. So make sure you guys go check him out. He also posts Pokemon content on his channel a couple times a week over there on ASX TCG, so it's a lot of fun. Great pulls over there. I know he's been hitting some Zards lately, unboxing some celebrations. It's been a lot of fun, so go check him out. So, but yeah, man. So, Fusion Strike, pre-release tournaments and build-in battle kits have been delayed an entire week. So, last Friday, the 30th, was supposed to be the pre-release tournaments for Fusion Strike, the newest Pokemon TCG set featuring Mew as the mascot for the set, but also with the awesome Gengar alternate art and stuff like that. So, but pre-releases have been pushed back to this Friday, the 6th, an entire week. We have not had any sort of confirmation or anything that the regular release is being pushed back. As of right now, it is still set for November 12th, 1 week from Friday, where you should still be able to go to your local LGSs and find some booster box ETBs, and your retailers, Target and Walmart. GameStop will also be putting them out as well. So, ASX, what do you think about the pre-release events being delayed?
I mean, it's a bit of a bummer. You know, I know a lot of people do like those pre-release events, and you know, just getting into those build and battle kits. You know, a little bit early before a lot of the other stuff comes out. So you know, it's a bit of a bummer. You know, up until now, I feel like you know, we've been able to get these pre-release kits, you know, pretty much on time before, you know, the actual set releases. So you know, this time it's a little bit of a bummer, but I think. You know, I think with this set, there's not as much hype, so I don't know if it's going to be, you know, as big of a deal to everybody. But I don't know. What do you think?
People are still on that celebrations train. People are still hyped about celebrations and trying to get as much celebrations as they can. I see Fusion Strike similar to the situation we had a couple years ago, where Unified Minds, Hidden Fates, and Cosmic Eclipse like all came out in a matter of 3 months. And that's kind of what we're getting here with Evolving Skies, Celebrations, and now Fusion Strike. And as you guys know, or if you don't know, Cosmic Eclipse was it was better than Unified Minds. I wouldn't put it on the same level as Hidden Fates, but Cosmic Eclipse was probably the best standardized set that we've had in a very, very long time. I would put it ahead of anything we've gotten in Sword and Shield. Up until Evolving Skies, I'd put Evolving Skies in that same category, but Cosmic Eclipse, Evolving Skies. But it only got one print run. Cosmic Eclipse only got one print run, so I'm thinking that we could be seeing something similar here with Fusion Strike. Now, it was only delayed because of shipping constraints. Here in the U.S., you guys know that there is like massive shipping problems internationally. And even on the roadways, even internally inside of our country, shipping delays are killing everything. There's lack of truckers, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, they pushed it back a week, but I'm with you. I don't think it's really going to affect the collectability of the set very much. It is a bummer, like you said, that people aren't allowed to go to their local LGSs and go play a pre-release tournament, win some packs, and, you know, enjoy the new set as it is early and all that kind of stuff. So that is kind of a stinky. But for the most part, I don't think it's going to affect collectability of the set one bit at all. What about you looking at it from a collection perspective?
Yeah, no, from a collection perspective, I don't think so. I think, you know, you're going to see the same you know, the same outcome, whether or not it came out when they originally, you know, planned it or not. You know, I think it's kind of one of those, you know, kind of middle of the road collectability sets. I mean, you do have some staple Pokemon in this set to collect,
for sure.
Especially some of the alt arts as well. So I think it's going to do fine.
I agree. It is going to do fine, and it's sandwiched right between like massive things that are happening in the Pokemon TCG, right?
Yes.
So we just got celebrations. We got the Pokemon 25th anniversary that everybody's still hyped about, and then after Fusion Strike, we're technically going to be getting like Diamond and Pearl Legends Arceus stuff, and they're giving us the V-Star cards, and we're almost moving into an entire new genre of the Pokemon TCG at the end cap here. Now, I don't know if Legends Arceus is technically Generation 9, but we are going to a new region and we're doing all that stuff. So it might be. So this might technically, officially be the end of the Sword and Shield era for the Pokemon TCG. So I know in Japan, they're releasing an exclusive Japanese set that is kind of like putting all of the VMAX stuff together in one set, kind of like how we got Tag All-Stars to finish off the Sun and Moon era. And usually when you get those type of sets, it means that the Pokemon TCG is moving forward to like a whole new era, genre, generation of TCG cards, which usually when that happens, those sets like Fusion Strike get left behind a little bit. So it does have Mew. It's got Gengar. It's got a couple of good cards that people are going to search for and they're going to want. But ultimately, people are still going to be more interested in Celebrations, and they're going to be more interested in the Legends Arceus set that we're going to be getting with the V-Stars and stuff like that. So that's my opinion on that. What about like prices? Like, how much do you think this Mew card is going to be? Do you think it's going to be a very expensive card at the end of the day? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't think it's going to be, super, super expensive. I definitely think it's going to be, on top of the list. For
definitely
this
the
set.
chase.
Yeah, it's going to be the chase, but I don't think it's going to get up to maybe where the Gold Mew is from Celebrations. I think that one is probably going to be a little bit more desirable. But that's just me.
So, the funny thing about that, I would say differ, right? I would say that the alternate Art Mew is going to carry more value. I think it's going to be a lot more rare than the Gold Mew. But in terms of the card itself, I think the Gold Mew is way better of a card. It's beautiful. The alternate Art Mew it's kind of weird. Like, I don't even know what's happening in that card. It's not as like majestic looking as the Rayquaza alternate arts, and like even as quirky looking as the Gengar alternate art that's in the same set. Like, just for card artwork alone, it's not even close to one of my favorite cards, even though I love Mew a lot. But I do think the rarity is going to be there to where it is going to be in like that $150, possibly even $200 range at the end of the day. But if it is actually more common than we think, I could see it dropping down into the double digits, not even getting to the $100 marker. But something I do want to talk about here real quick is, if you guys watched our podcast last week, we talked about how people were losing money on Celebrations by buying it early and stuff like that because there was so much hype and there was just so much going on with Celebrations, between people stealing it from the factory and LGSs being broken into and product being stolen and all these early openings and stuff like that. You know what I haven't seen? I haven't seen much of that with Fusion Strike. Have you?
Oh, no, not at all. I've not even heard a peep about that, honestly, with Fusion Strike.
Same. So a couple things that I do want to go over here real quick, guys, and just to piggyback off of last week's episode. When it comes to purchasing product early, I want to go over some prices again with you guys. And this time I want to go over some Fusion Strike pre-order prices, and these are coming from eBay, okay? And don't let FOMO get in the way of you guys losing money over time, right? There's a solid chance you will find these out at your retailers. There's a solid chance that you'll be able to pick up some of these from your local game store. Remember, regular sets are usually more available and printed higher than the subsets like Celebration and Hidden Fates and things like that. So when I look at these unfortunate things that happened at September, right, mid-September, late September, early October, on the prices that people were paying for your standard Fusion Strike Elite Trainer box, which, remember, MSRP is at $39.99. So $40 for the Fusion Strike ETB. Purchases made on eBay late September, early October. $75, October 4th, right? October 4th, $70, $74.99, $56. Yeah, okay, we're coming back down to reality a little bit, right? And then as you get closer, and then you're right back up to $74.99 again. But as you get closer to, let's scroll up here, mid-October, now we're in the middle of October here, still pushing the prices a little bit. $65, $66, $64.95. Still a little bit high in my opinion. $61.99. Yeah. Let's go all the way to the most recent ones sold here on eBay, or the ones even available right now, right? We can even go away from it and we'll just see what's available right now. There is several people selling Fusion Strike Elite Trainer boxes on eBay right now for right around that $45 marker, $50 marker, $55 marker, which is really where it should be and things like that. So 40, 45 bucks, I'm cool with. 55 still a little high for me, especially when you still have the option to go out and get them at your local stores before release. So what are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I think that you know, seeing the prices come down, you know, that quickly is actually reassuring for this set. I think you're definitely right on it. You know, we're going to be able to see more of it on the shelves in that because it's not a, you know, a Celebrations or a Champions Path. It's not, you know, one of those kinds of sets, those special sets. So I think, you know, like you said, seeing the prices around 45, you know, 50, I mean, that's, you know, pretty acceptable, you know, for an ETB, you know, right now. And even, you know, looking at the price of the booster boxes here as well. I mean, you know, I'm seeing it here right now. I buy it now on eBay for 122. So, I mean, that's very good in my opinion.
That's not bad at all. And again, going back to sale prices on booster boxes, right? I was giving Elite Trainer box prices. Look at booster boxes. Very early on, when Fusion Strike first announced, you get some sites and some sellers that put their product up immediately as soon as it's released, before they even place the order with their distributor, or way before they know their allocation numbers. They're putting up orders over on their website, on TCG Player, on eBay, and things like that. And first of all, you're not even guaranteed to get this product if you order it from them this early. And second of all, look at the exact same time frames, right? Early October, people were buying booster boxes in the $170 range. And right now, there is so many available for around that $125 marker, which is even under MSRP. So MSRP on a booster box is $143. So that's what you'll be able to buy them at PokemonCenter.com. So you're effectively getting booster boxes under MSRP right now by pre-ordering on eBay just 2 weeks before set release, which is not too bad at all, considering even market value over on TCG Player for booster boxes is $148. So it's not bad right now for the prices wise. So everybody who bought booster boxes 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, when we first heard about the set, like $180 for a booster box, like, come on guys, just be patient. Wait for the stock to be revealed. Wait for you to get declined by your LGS, by your Walmart, by your Target, before you go ahead and just start handing over loads and loads of money, because it just doesn't make sense otherwise, man. It just doesn't make sense otherwise. So, what do you normally do to try to obtain product, ASX? Like, if we're talking to people and we're trying to help them find product, how do you find product? Let's talk Fusion Strike. What is your plan?
Definitely. So I mean, it is, you know, a lot of checking online, you know, a lot of, you know, research, really. You know, always looking at the PokemonCenter.com, you know, making sure I have, you know, tabs set up on my phone so I can just hit it. It looks like an app. I just hit it, goes right to like the new page. You know, so like little shortcuts like that. But I also, you know, check around for, you know, small like LGSs that are online to see, you know, what kind of pricing they have, because, you know, prices vary so much between different stores. And, you know, you can find a store that's, you know, selling a, you know, a booster box for, you know, let's say like like Fusion Strike, you can find one that's selling one for 122, or you can find one that's selling one for 170. Right. You know, you just really got to do your research. So, you know, I mean, if you guys want, in the comments down below, let us know. I mean, I can send, you know, set up a list or something we can do in another video. You know, kind of talking to you guys about some of the different sites, some of the benefits from the different sites and stuff like that we've experienced. Because I think that would be pretty cool. But yeah, it's just, you know, doing a lot of research and, you know, finding the best price that you can, and, you know, making sure that it's a trusted site as well.
So I would say that, especially early on, right? If you are one of those people that's concerned about securing that item, because some people sleep better at night knowing, oh, I have a pre-order for a couple of ETBs, and oh, I have a pre-order in for a booster box in my local game store, right? Like, some people literally sleep better at night because of those things. Online is the best way to take care of that, and not third-party sellers like eBay and TCG Player. You're best off, like ASX said, go to your major retailers that you know are going to have product, right? Target, Walmart, Best Buy, GameStop, and go to the page where the Pokemon cards are, save it to your favorites, save it to your hotbar, so that way you can just check every morning, every night, 3-4 times a day. It's really easy to just open up your phone, click it, see if it's there, see if it's been restocked. PokemonCenter.com. Every single new set release, I always get a few items from all of these places because I don't know if I'm going to get them in person. But if I know I have 2 ETBs coming from Pokemon Center, an ETB and a collection box coming from GameStop, you know, 2 collection boxes and a couple of 3-pack blisters coming from Walmart or Target or whatever, right? You just, you feel a little bit better about it by the end of the day. You can also follow Discord servers and Twitter pages that do drops. Just search things like Pokemon TCG drops, Pokemon TCG drips, things like that. And you will find a big community that is actually there supporting each other to try to help people get Pokemon cards, right? So that's electronically, online. Also, find out, and this takes a little bit of research and a little bit of time and a little bit of dedication, right? But if you really want to get Pokemon cards, find out what days your local retailer stocks the shelves, right? Walmart's, Target's, GameStops are pretty, like, it's going to be on release day, right? And that's pretty much the only chance you get with them. Or just random putouts. Right. But Target gets stocked almost the exact same day and time of the week because you have a vendor who goes there and who follows a schedule and follows a regimen. They have been doing a little bit better at doing random drops at places, but I can almost guarantee you, for the most part, your bigger Targets and Walmarts are going to get stocked on Thursdays and Fridays. Your smaller Targets might get stocked on a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, but the ones on major intersections and that do tons of volume are going to get done on Thursdays and Fridays. So make sure you're checking your Targets and your Walmarts Thursday morning and Friday morning. So if you're going to work, just pop in real quick. If you're driving by a Walmart, if you're driving by a Target, leave the house 15 minutes earlier, 30 minutes earlier. Hopefully you can either catch the vendor there or there's still some stuff left over. Even if you miss out on the ultra premium collections, maybe you walk into the door on time to grab a Pikachu figure collection, right? So those are the types of things that you can do to assure that you can get Pokemon cards. It requires more effort than it used to. Trust me, guys, I miss the days when I could walk into any retailer, walk up to the card store or the card section and be like, what do I want today? And they still have, 8 different collection boxes, 4 different Elite Trainer boxes from the last 4 set releases, and they have the clearance ETBs on there from a set that's 8 months old. And, those days are gone. I hate to say it. I wish it would come back. I have 2 options. I can sit here and I can complain about it, and I can bitch about it, and I can cry about it, or I can get off my ass and I can go to the stores early in the morning and try to find this product. Or I can check the online store a couple times a day until it is active on their site. It's up to you guys. That's what I'm going to say there. What do you feel about the card area right now, man? What do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, you're exactly right. You got to get up early. You got to go check. I would even say, if you have LGSs in your area, actually talk you like talk to the people that work there,
befriend
talk to
them.
the owners,
befriend them.
Exactly, befriend them. Exactly.
They will have your back.
Yes, very much so. You know, and let you know when things are coming in. You know, so you can get some, actually get some. So you know, let them know that. Another good point that you made, I think, was actually very, very good. And I've actually experienced this is, you know, kind of like the smaller, you know, Targets versus the bigger Targets or Walmarts, you know, vice versa. Yeah, because I have one 5 minutes away that stocks kind of like Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and the big one that's in the, you know, nice bigger area is pretty much always Fridays. So yeah, that is a very, very good point. I would definitely follow that. But yeah, it's you know, you got to put in a little bit of work. It's not like it was a couple of years ago, that's for sure.
And
I unfortunately missed that. But yeah, no, I don't think so. I think we're in a totally different kind of sphere now with that. Yeah.
So I used to think it was going to change. I used to think that this was like a trend. It was a fad. If it is going to change, it's going to be 2022. If it doesn't go back to the way it was in 2022, it's never going to go back. And I'll tell you guys why. It's because 25th anniversary hopped everything going, right? They brought some awesome shiny sets ahead of us. They're going to keep up in the game, right? Pokemon is loving all this hype, and they're loving all the sales. If you think the Pokemon Company is not making more money in 2021 and 2020 than they have since, I don't know, 1999, you're fooling yourself. So they are being very successful right now, where a lot of the collectors are getting screwed. But Pokemon Company's never been more profitable as they are right now during this huge boom in Pokemon cards. So with 2022 having this big changeover with potential of generations changing, and it's not 25th anniversary, it's not 30th anniversary, right? We don't have this huge thing, these shiny Charizards coming down the pipeline, and you know, the 25th anniversary set coming down the pipeline. Like, all that stuff is going on the back burner, which means, are people still going to be scalping and flipping these sets that are coming up that aren't really going to impress many people? You know what I mean? Now, yes, we don't know what's coming up, but I don't see them doing a base set reprint, right? I don't see them doing vintage reprints. We just got that with Celebrations. We just got 2 shiny Charizards in 1 year. I'm not sure we're going to get a shiny Charizard in 2022. So, I mean, what do you think? I think they're going to tone it down a lot in terms of set chasing and stuff like that. What do you think?
I have a feeling so too. I really think they're going to go, you know, in a totally new direction with it. But I think, you know, I just totally lost my train of thought.
It's fine, but if it doesn't change in 2022, it's not going to change. It's just not.
Yeah, no,
So, I used to think that the end of this new way of the way that stuff was going to stop after a year or so, right? Like after the pandemic slowed down, after people started to get back to work. And instead of what's happening is people are going, why the hell would I go back to work when I just can continue doing what I'm doing and making just as much money, if not more money than I am, by being a reseller? And that's not even just Pokemon TCG. That's everything, right? Rare vintage products, toys, collectibles, any of this other stuff that people flip. Dude, I saw some guy flipping Halloween decorations. He was like, "Man, these are
do what you
rare."
Gotta do sometimes, you know.
Yeah, well, dude, and he literally bought out the entire shelf of like Halloween, like the certain specific Halloween candle decoration, and I'm like, that's kind of weird. He's like, "Man, I'm gonna make $30 each on these." I'm like, "What?"
That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm like, "What?" Pokemon is just another one of the things that people are changing to, you know.
Yeah.
So
no, I don't think scalping's gonna, be as much of an issue moving forward. I don't think so. You know that.
And that's because of printing, though. It's because of printing.
Yes.
It's not going to go back to where it was 2 years ago when you could find all these different sets on the shelf. I really don't think it is.
Right.
I just don't. So you can either adjust and
adapt.
You're right.
They've changed how they're printing everything too, because it's all in like waves and stuff now, right?
It's in waves. It's in waves, and there are some things that will be cool to find. Like, I don't think they're going to reprint any more ultra premium collections. I don't even think they're going to reprint any more Pikachu figure collections, right? Because when you're thinking about the TCG and the cards that people want, what is cheaper for the Pokemon Company? And what is more convenient for the Pokemon Company? To print millions and millions and millions of Pikachu figures, or to not, or to just put packs and tins, right?
Right. Mini tins.
Packs and collection boxes, you know? Yep. It's much easier and much more affordable for them to print Charizard, Lance's Charizard tins and Lance's Charizard collection boxes than it is to print a Pikachu figure collection or an ultra premium collection that has the gold cards inside, or the metal cards inside.
Yeah.
That is a much bigger undertaking for the Pokemon Company than to just keep pushing out Elite Trainer boxes and to print booster packs and booster packs and booster packs. So we're definitely going to be headed to a lot more of that stuff kind of on the shelves, but it's not going to be the fantastical items. So even though scalping might slow down for 3-pack blisters and individual sleeved booster packs and even Elite Trainer boxes in some cases, it is still going to be very prevalent when things like Ultra Premiums are released or these subsets are released that have all these fancy items inside. That's my opinion.
Yeah, no, I think that I think you're right. I mean, so much more goes into making all of those more premium items. So yeah, they're not going to print as much of those. You know, it takes.
They're still going to get scalped.
Yes, they are. You know, it takes Pokemon Company a lot more money to make those ultra premium collection boxes as well. So, you know, I unfortunately, I wish I got my hands on one. I didn't, but I don't think they're going to be, you know, printed like we were hoping, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I agree. That being said, are you excited for Fusion Strike, man?
I am. I'm excited because, you know, when like Single Strike and Rapid Strike came out, I wasn't really sure, you know, how it was going to be, like, ooh, this new like game mechanic and whatever. But once I started playing it, I was like, okay, this totally changes things now. So yeah, I'm actually really excited for Fusion Strike to see, you know, all the new mechanics that go along, you know, with this new Fusion Strike, you know, world that we're going to be in now. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. You know, aside from that, I am a big Gengar and big Mew fan, so I'm pretty excited for those. Those are definitely going to be my chases for sure. So yeah, I would say this is going to be an exciting one for me.
Me too. I've heard a lot of people say things like they're going to skip Fusion Strike or, you know, whatever. Although people who normally say that never really follow through with when they say those things anyway.
Right.
But I've heard a lot of that. I've heard not a lot of hype around Fusion Strike. I mean, I think a lot of people really, really went all in on Celebrations and spent hundreds and thousands of dollars on Celebrations. And this is a cooldown set for sure. But for me, I'm really excited for it because I think Mew is one of those linchpin Pokemon that are always going to have value. They're always going to be fan favorites, and Gengar is another one. You know, they put two of the most popular Pokemon inside of this set, just like they did with Evolving Skies when they chose Rayquaza and the Evolutions to basically, you know, anchor one set. They're doing the same thing here with Mew and Gengar. I definitely think the rest of the cards are lackluster. Like Boltund, seriously? Like, you think Boltund is going to give us, like, you know, Evolving Skies still had Dragonite, Alternate Art, Gyarados, Rainbow Rare. Like, fantastic cards to really surround the anchor of Rayquaza and Evolutions. I kind of think Mew and Gengar are out on an island on this set. And
I feel that exact same way.
Yeah, they're definitely out on an island, which it could make it seem more like a Burning Shadows, you know, where like people like Burning Shadows because it has the Rainbow Charizard inside to anchor it, but there's really nothing else in that set that's absolutely fantastic and a must-have, you know, to where sets like Cosmic Eclipse has all the character cards, you know, Arceus, Palkia, Dialga, and just so many awesome tag teams and stuff like that. It really was a fantastic set all the way around. I think Fusion Strike's going to be a little bit shallow, but I'm really excited for it as well.
Yeah, no, I definitely think, you know, this set, you kind of mentioned it earlier, you know, to bring it to a little bit more of a modern set because I didn't collect in that Sun and Moon era, unfortunately. But you said it's, you know, might be able to, it might be very similar to like a Vivid Voltage, and I think that's going to be right. I think you're right on the money like that. That was a fun set to collect. You had that that Pikachu to chase. Here you're going to have the Gengar and the Mew, but now we have alt arts instead of the amazing rares. So I think you're right on that. I think it'll be right down that road, kind of middle of the path set. Fun to collect, fun to play, but not as sought after, which is kind of refreshing.
I agree. But yeah, so thank you for hanging out with us today, guys. It was a fun episode. Fusion Strike is coming out officially right around the corner. So pre-release pushed to this Friday. So make sure you guys are checking with your local game stores. Give them a call. Ask them how you can acquire some build and battle kits. I know my store is just kind of doing like a first come, first serve sort of thing. They used to do pre-orders. They're done with that. They're just like first come, first serve, limit of 2 per customer, and that's how they're moving forward with it. So if that's how your LGSs are handling it, there's a very, very solid chance that you will be able to get in those doors and get yourself a build and battle kit from your local game stores. So make sure you guys are checking that out. Give them a call. Ask them. It's worth it. And then next Friday, we have the official set release for Fusion Strike, where you can get your booster boxes, your ETBs, and all of that kind of stuff, guys. Pull some Mew cards, pull some Gengars, and again, don't overpay early. It's right around the corner, guys. Just hold on for a couple more weeks, and then you'll be just really excited to get your hands on some Fusion Strike here, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you guys drop a sub. Don't miss any of the podcast videos that we have coming up every single Wednesday here on TCG Funhouse with ASX and myself. Smack a like, guys. Every time you guys like this video, it saves one person from overspending on pre-orders. So make sure you guys like it.
True.
It could be the difference between somebody seeing this video and not seeing this video. So thank you so much, guys. Make sure you go check out ASX as well over at ASX TCG here on YouTube. Tons of unboxings and fun over there as well. Thank you so much, ASX. Say one last thing to say goodbye to the folks.
Do your research and befriend your LGS.
Love it. Love it. Have a good night, guys.